Holy cow! Welcome to Donnie's Hangout Adventures. And you know, living in Ottumwa can be quite interesting. First, before I get into that, I don't share much about my real life experiences, but once in a while I'll share stuff that actually happens to me or something happens to me and my fiance. I don't do it often, but periodically I do it. About 3 days ago, probably like Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere around there, we had, you're not ready for this sentence. In my life, I have been attacked by possums. I've been attacked by raccoons. So now I could mark something off on my bucket list. It didn't quite get at me. I did spray some good smelling stuff at it, which really ticked it off, and it tried to attack me. We, inside this apartment, we had a bat. No, you heard that right, not rat. A bat. I was sleeping at 2:30 in the morning. My fiance woke me up and says, "We have a bat." I thought she meant out in the hall or even outside. That would be common. That does happen, especially outside. No, in the apartment. What the hell? What? I didn't believe her. She's having a panic attack, which clearly I'm surprised I didn't have one. And this is a strange sentence I'm going to be saying in and of itself. Is she's best friends with my ex-fiance from many years ago. I know, strange sentence. And so she was talking on the phone to her, trying to calm down while I'm trying to deal with what we have in our apartment with the damn bat. So I thought, well, why not? I'll call 911. A few years ago, about 3 years ago, we had a raccoon in our house that tried to attack me. I called the cops then. They actually came out. The damn cop just looks down for the raccoon in the house. I was living with mom and dad at that time, and just looks down and and then was there for maybe 2 or 3 minutes and then left. This was at night too, and so I don't know what about animals attacking at night. Anyway, so I'm standing outside. He goes, "Are you sure you saw a raccoon?" No, I hallucinated the whole thing. So, to the present day, now, or 3 days ago, I had a brain fart, a serious brain fart. So I called the police, and I called the 911 emergency. I said, "Yes, we have a bat in our apartment." Dispatcher goes, "Well, we don't deal in that. We don't have nobody trained in that." I almost said, "Well, that's utterly useless." So then she says, call the fire department. Okay, so I call the fire department. They're more useless than the damn police station, if you can believe that, because they go, "Well, we're not trained in that. Call animal control." We'll go, "Okay." So I call animal control, and guess what? If you guess that they said that they don't have nobody trained in that, you guessed right. So you're telling me between the police station, the fire department, and the animal control, nobody is trained to get a bat out of anywhere? Well, that's utterly useless. That is the most useless thing of useless things there ever is. So then I had to come up with a plan B. Plan A, clearly, the police department, the fire department, animal control are completely useless in this situation because nobody's trained. We better start training people in this. So I thought, okay, I'll open the door and I'll get some good smelling stuff and spray at it, and maybe I can go out the door. That was plan B. So I didn't really have any other stuff like Raid or any of that stuff. So I just sprayed at the bat, was right over here, and I sprayed at it, and no, it did not go towards the door. It actually went towards me. and it was flying around, and then it aimed, it was right here. It was right here at my head. That was standing right here in the front room, and I ducked, and he's just flying around, going all around. And I'm like, oh good Lord, this didn't work. So plan A, plan B, it's out the window. So then I'm on to plan C. What was plan C? Called Mom at nearly 3 o'clock in the morning, who lived in the same town as me. And I was hoping she would answer. I don't know, thank God she did. And so she answered, and I told her that we have a bat in our apartment. She thought I said rat. I says, no, an actual living bat. She was like, well, what do you want me to do? She said, do you want me to ask your brother to come over and try to get it out? I said, yes, I do. Here's the funny part. We have a cab service. I think the cab driver might be on the take, because he charged Mom and brother $40. $40 to come here and to go back. I think what happened was he gave 20 to the cab company and he pocketed the other 20. I think that's what happened. I think he pocketed 20. I think he pocketed half of the 40. I think he kept 20 of it. So brother got here and he couldn't believe the size of the bat. And he got it out because he got it out. It took a few minutes to get it out. I couldn't do what he did. He got it to over this way. He got it to go out the door. I'm sticking to that story. The bat's still alive because it is illegal to kill a bat because they're on the endangered species list. Yeah, there's 1 million bats, over 1 million bats left in the world. The bat is still alive. He's still very much in the living. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Whether you want to believe me or not, that's fine. But we had an actual bat in our apartment. The question is, that me and my fiance have been wondering, how did it get in? Well, there's several possibilities. There is an attic that's closed off. Like it's been closed off for quite a few years. There's a couple holes in the apartment. That might be, the ceiling. That might be a way that the bat got in. We do have an air conditioner in the dining room area. But that air conditioner doesn't work. We've had it covered up since we've lived here. That's another possibility. And there's also like a little bitty, when you go outside, you go down the stairway and there's a door. It could have got in that way. It could have even got underneath the door with a little bitty crease underneath the door. So there is all kinds of possibilities as to how the bat got in. I hope that bat doesn't come back, because I would have preferred that it not got in the first place. But yes, we had a bat, and that's a first for me. Never seen a bat in the apartment or any house. That was a complete first for me. And man, those are pretty dangerous to have inside of your place. But at least he's still alive, because it's illegal to kill a bat because they're on the endangered species list. I don't know how that's possible when there's 1 billion bats left in the world. But nonetheless, it is what it is. And if it wasn't for brother, I don't know what we would have done, because the police, the fire department, and the animal control are all completely useless as a freaking rock. None would do anything. They all said the same thing. we're not trained in bats. Bigger cities, they train them in a bat situation, not in a tumbler. They're completely, utterly useless. Well, welcome to, I guess, a story I just wanted to share. And it was not a fun experience, I can tell you that. And I hope to God I never see another bat in an apartment or a house as long as I live. Beyonce feels the same way. And it was not very fun, I can tell you that. Especially at that hour. Almost 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, it was pretty bad. Well, that's all, folks.